The only way to truly grow your business is to outsource as much as possible. And this is a shift that I super recently had, like I think 1 month or 2 months ago. And I was essentially watching, I think it was a reel from Alex Hormozy. And by the way, it's funny, if you rewatch a couple of my videos, every single epiphany moment that I had, it's like all from Alex Hormozy. I really love Hormozy's content, but he's just like such a grounded guy, like down to earth type of dude. And he just like simplifies everything. He doesn't make it sound complex as a lot of these other guys. He's like, I love his content, bro. I love it. And he was saying, nobody will ever buy your business if everything, fulfillment, making money, depends on you. And that was like he literally said, you don't have a real business if you're working in the business, if you have to work inside of the business. That was a super big eye opener for me because like I was always scared to outsource. I felt like if I outsource this thing, my clients are going to secretly be unhappy, or they're going to know, they're going to find out, they're going to not like me anymore, and they're going to be super mad. And on top of that, the work, the quality of the work, the deliverability of the work is not going to be as good. And that was keeping me back a shit ton because I realized everything should be outsourced. I shouldn't need to work unless I want to. I shouldn't. Obviously, like I still gotta do stuff like film my own content. That's part of growing the company, right? But in terms of like delivering, in terms of like me coming up with ideas for content for my clients, writing the content itself, from in terms of finding the sellers, managing the sellers, like somebody else should be doing that. Reviewing the videos. By the way, I run an agency for context. Somebody else should be doing that. It shouldn't be like me. It shouldn't be me. Sorry, I was checking if my coffee spilled. It's right there if you can see it. It's right fucking there. So I shouldn't be the one checking the videos and making sure the videos are good. I should hire that away, right? So I realized that, but it's like it is so hard to outsource when you don't have cash flow, man. I don't know if you watched one of my recent videos, but I went on a quick rant about how shitty my country is. And I have zero cash flow because my bank has like a 2.5k limit per day. So I can't spend more than 2.5k in a day. I can't process more than $15,000 a month in my country. Otherwise, I get police sent to my door. So that's pretty shitty. And yeah, it's just a lot of bullshit that I cannot do. For example, I have no cash flow at the moment, or my cash flow has been pretty slow. I'm still processing payments from December, and I have yet to process payments from January. It's just a mess, bro. It's really fucking, it's retarded. You know what I mean? So, and again, I'm so glad that I've gotten out of this mindset that I don't feel bad anymore for outsourced it. And it's like I remember I had a conversation with one of my clients. He sent me like a shit ton of videos, and he was like, "Hey, I have hundreds of videos here. Let's post them all." And instead of thinking, "How can I find somebody else to do this?" I immediately, the first thing that popped into my mind, I was like, "How am I gonna handle this? How am I gonna be posting all these videos?" So my default mindset was set to how can I do this instead of how can I outsource this and find somebody else to do this. So even my mind immediately was like, holy shit. Like it was framed as everything that comes in the business, I have to do it. That was my default setting mindset, right? But and I felt so bad. I can't tell you how bad I felt if I outsourced something. I felt I was like doing a secret fucking cult ritual if I was outsourcing something, and I was doing my clients injustice. It's just so fucking bad, right? But right now, I'm so glad because I have a mindset of how can I outsource more. Like the things I'm currently doing, I'm looking at my to-do list right now. There's so many more things that I could be outsourcing. It's literally insane, right? Okay, client checks. I have like the morning routine. I have a morning routine. I have to be doing the morning routine myself. But it's like everything else, like batching content for clients. There's certain clients that I shouldn't be dealing with. We have to hire sellers for a certain client, manage sellers. Like I shouldn't be doing that. I should hire somebody like a manager, a bunch of clips for clients, editing and like managing the editors and everything, batching content. I should have somebody to do that for me. Doing outreach, doing follow ups, tracking KPIs. So many things that I should not be doing. And again, and also editing my own videos. I edit most of my own videos. I think that is like that's keeping me back so fucking much. If I had somebody to just like I film the content, I send it back to them, and they send it back to me like polished, edited. Oh my goodness. I would hire that person right fucking now, but guess what? I don't have cash flow. My money's fucking stuck in my payment processor because I can't process it. The police gonna fucking come, and I have a spending limit. So, do you see that shit, bro? Do you see? And I remember one time Jeremy Haynes made a question story like you know those questions where like you ask a question, he answers. Jeremy Haynes made that. I asked him like I don't know what was the question. I asked like what was the biggest bottleneck in your agency when you were just starting out and how did you fix it? And he simply said, which is the simplest answer, he said money was the biggest bottleneck. I fixed it by getting more money. That's all he fucking said. And at the time, I felt so fucking disappointed by the answer. I was like, what the fuck, Jeremy, bro? Like, I work with you. At least give me a proper answer. But it's like, now when I look at it, he is so fucking right. If I just had more money, if I just had more cash flow, if right now I had the extra 12K sitting in my bank account instead of sitting in the processor, if I had that money and I could just immediately spend it off without any limits, all of these problems on my to-do list will literally be sliced in half. But it's not. It is absolutely not. And it's a big fucking problem. So yeah, that really upsets me. But again, you gotta learn to deal with these things, and that's the only real lesson I want to hand down today is like if you're running a business, whether it's agency, education, whatever it is, and you're feeling bad about outsourcing the work, especially fulfillment or marketing or stuff like that, because you think nobody else will do it better than me, that's such a bullshit belief. It's such a bullshit. Even the top guys like Alex Hormozy, they understand that there's somebody out there better than them. And they're willing to be an employee. To just like get a paycheck and have the stable job they know they're gonna keep. There are people like that who are so much better than you and they're willing to be an employee. And you have to seek those people. Okay? So that is like the number one lesson that I have learned. And I just like 100% tell you. Also, look at your fucking to-do list. One thing I'm yet to do, and this is what Alex Hormozy recommends to do as well, is do a time audit. So set a timer and every 15 minutes in a Google spreadsheet, write down what you're doing actively, I believe, and do that for like, I don't know how many, like a week. So I don't know when I'm going to do it. Seems pretty exhausting, but I don't want to wait on it. Probably like next week. But it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it properly, but it's just something that I want to try and, see what I do. I just keep looking at my to-do list, by the way. So, yeah, that's my lesson for today. Don't be scared to outsource. Outsourcing is actually like the biggest thing you can do and the best thing you can do in most cases. We actually lost a client. Not only did we lose a client, we failed a client because I wasn't willing to outsource. We had a client and he required us to post every single day at 6 p.m. no matter what. He didn't care how the videos looked like. He just wanted the video posted at 6 p.m. That's it. If the video was missed by 1 minute, it's not good enough. And I was so swamped with the work that sometimes I would just forget to post the video. And again, I was scared to outsource that because of my limiting beliefs. Like, oh, if you're outsourcing, you're doing the service to your client. It's not good. You have to put in the effort for your clients, right? And I didn't hire anybody to post videos, so I was missing posts a lot. Like I think out of 30 days in a month, I missed like 15. Super fucking bad. And they'll be like, I would miss by 30 minutes, an hour, sometimes a couple hours, 3 hours, sometimes by a few minutes. I would miss a post, and instead of posting at 6 p.m., I would post later, right? And we end up losing that client, and that client ends up losing trust in us. And instead of hiring us and freeing up his time, he had to do everything himself because he had more trust in himself rather than us. Why? Because I had a stupid limiting belief and I didn't hire anybody else to do that because, again, I was stupid. So, yeah, in most instances, hiring and just getting rid of your work, it's the best thing you can do for yourself and your clients. They're not going to be mad at you. They're also business owners. I assume you work with business owners and they understand how delegation works and how important it is. And it's important to bring the team together. If anything, you want to position yourself as somebody who can bring a fucking A-player team together. So yeah, that's my lesson today. Don't be a fucking pussy. Don't be a fucking bitch. Don't be a fucking retard thinking that you're the best person in the world. No, there's 100% people that are better than you, and they're willing to be an employee for a paycheck that's stable. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you tomorrow.